Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm glad to see you guys made your way in here. Lots of seats back there in the corners. Good. I'm sick. I don't have a lot of energy. But welcome to the 39 Steps. The 39 Steps was first produced as a movie. Actually, it's a novel that was then produced as a movie by Alfred Hitchcock in the late 30s. It's a spy thriller starring a famous old actor named Peter Donat. A few years ago, back around 2003, 2004, in Britain, these four guys got together and thought it would be a good idea to do it as a play. The sort of jumping off place was, what if this like community theater got really desperate and decided they didn't want to do a play, or they want to do something massive, and decided to do the 39 Steps, the whole movie. And that's sort of where they started. And it was a huge success. It has traveled the world. It was a big deal in London. It's traveled around the United States. It was even here in Washington for a couple of weeks at the National. And what it really is the screenplay of the movie produced or performed by 4, or in our case tonight, by 6 actors, which means that if you've looked at your program, you have one actor playing one role, and you have one actor playing 3 roles, and then you have 4 other actors playing about 8 or 9 or 10 roles each. So it's quite a massive thing to undertake, and it's fairly challenging. The real reason I'm here is to make sure you know where the fire exit is, or how to exit the room in case it's necessary. Back through that curtain, somebody will be there if something were to happen. It'll be me, for that matter, and we'll open that curtain, exit out the double doors, turn left down the hall, and you can follow your way out. It'll be a very, very easy way to get out. I guess one good reason to mention that is that there's a lighting instrument right up there with a brand new bulb, and a couple days ago it smelled kind of smoky. So if you're sitting over here and you start to smell smoke, if the building's not on fire, it's just that light bulb. Okay? I should also warn you that there is a gun in this play. It is a toy. It is obviously a toy, but I want to make sure that you know that it's here. Okay? Accompanying the gun are gunshots. So don't be frightened. They are not real. There is a cigarette that is used in this play. It also is not real. Loudoun County Public Schools does not condone the use of cigarettes or tobacco products. However, it is a play. It's a play. There is some beverage consumed during the course of the play, which might, to the uninitiated, appear to be whiskey. Nobody who's actually consumed whiskey would believe that this beverage looks like whiskey, but it does. It is supposed to be whiskey. Again, Loudoun County Public Schools does not condone the use of whiskey or any alcoholic beverage at any time by anyone. Anyone. I'll just say it that way. So the whiskey is not real. We do have fish in this play. If you smell fish, that's real. We also are using a mirror ball in this play. It will not go very fast. It's like a disco ball for those of you who can't grasp the concept of mirror ball. But yeah, it is it doesn't go very fast, so any of you who are like subject to seizures or anything like that from rapidly flashing, it doesn't go very fast. You're safe. Finally, this play has a fair amount of scenery in it, and it gets moved around pretty quickly. If some of it appears to be falling toward you, grab it. Okay? Protect yourself. It could fall. It could fall. It probably won't. It never has. It hasn't happened in rehearsal. We've rehearsed with it a lot. We haven't had, but there have been some shaky moments. So I just want you to be fully prepared if the window comes crashing at you. Actually, an actor was probably going to come over to you guys at some point and ask you to hold the window. Please help him out. But when it's time to give it up, give it up. Those people, you guys looking for seats? There's a whole lot right up in there if you'd like to go. You know, needless to say, the seats are as far away as possible from where it's easy to get to them. So, anybody else standing out there? Okay, well, without further ado, then I'm gonna step out there and take. Good. We still have a few more people. I'll be back here ready to open that curtain in case there's anything bad happens. That's not of an acting nature.
We have 2 seats here.
It's hard.
Or sit right at their feet.
London, 1935, August. I've been back in the old country 3 months and frankly wondering why. The weather made me feel liverish, no exercise to speak of, and the talk of the ordinary Englishman made me sick. I had enough of the restaurants and parties and race meetings. No power to go about with it. Probably explains things. Poppy Binge lost to the Canadian Treasury. Tommy DeLorraine married off to a blonde heiress in Chicago. And Chip Carruthers eaten by crocodiles in the Limpopo. Leaving me, Richard Hannay, 37, sound in wind and limb. Back home, which was really no home to speak of at all, just a poor little rented flat in West 1. Portland Place, actually. And I was bored. No, more than bored, I was tired. Tired of the world and tired of life, to be honest. So I called my broker. He wasn't in. Dropped into my club, full of old colonial buffers. Had myself a scotch and soda, picked up the evening paper, and put it back. Nothing but elections and wars and rumors of wars. And I thought to myself, who the bloody hell cares, frankly? What does it matter? What happens to anyone? What happens to me? No one miss me. I wouldn't miss me. I could quite as easily just... But then I thought to myself, come on, Hannay, wait a minute. Pull yourself together, man. Find something to do. Something mindless. Something absolutely pointless and trivial. Something like... I know. A West End show. That'll do the trick.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And now, with your kind attention, I have the immense honor and privilege of presenting to you one of the most remarkable men ever in the history of the world, Mr. Memory! Every day, Mr. Memory commits to memory 50 new facts and remembers every one of them. From history and science, geography and newspapers. In fact, there are more facts in his brain than it is possible to conceive. Calm down, ladies and gents. Now, at this time, I will also mention that before retiring, Mr. Memory has kindly consented to leaving his entire brain to the British Museum for scientific purposes. Thank you!
Thank you. I will now place myself in a state of mental readiness for this evening's performance and clear my inner being of all extrinsic and supernumerary materials.
Is the seat taken?
Not as far as I know.
Now then, ready for the questions, Mr. Memory?
Quite ready for the questions, thank you.
First question, please, don't be shy. What's that? Who won the cup in 1926? Who won the cup in 1926?
Who won the cup in 1926? The Tottenham Hotspurs won the cup in 1926, defeating the Arsenal Gunners 5-0 in the presence of His Majesty King George V. Am I right, sir?
Is that right, ma'am? Quite right, Mr. Memory! Next question, please. What was Napoleon's horse called? What was Napoleon's horse called?
What was Napoleon's horse called? Napoleon's horse was called Bellerophon, which he rode for the final time in the famous Battle of Waterloo, June 15th, 1815. Am I right, sir?
Is that right, ma'am? Quite right, Mr. Memory! The next question, please. How old's Mae West? How old's Mae West, Mr. Memory?
Well, I know, but I never tell a lady's age.
Oh, very good, Mr. And next question, please.
I say,
Yes, you.
how far is Winnipeg from Montreal?
Ah, gentlemen from Canada, you are welcome, sir.
How far is Winnipeg from Montreal?
How far is Winnipeg from Montreal? Winnipeg from Montreal. 1,454 miles, am I right, sir?
Quite right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. And next question, please. Next question.
Are you all right? Did you hear that?
Calm down, everybody. Calm down, please.
Yes? What's the idea?
Let's calm down, everyone.
Well, everything's a little bit tricky right now. I've got the decorators in and it's all...
You have to.
Well, it's your funeral.
What was Napoleon's horse called? Winnipeg. What defeated King George V by 5-0? Am I right, sir?
Very good, Mr. M.
Beg pardon, sir?
That's enough, Mr.
Next
M.
question, please.
Let's play, man.
Well, I
play.
know, but I never tell a lady's age.
That was Mr. Memory.
Thank you.
Don't forget his name now.
Thank you.
Never can find the switch.
Turn it off, quickly. Scheiße. Blind.
Sorry?
Blind.
Blind?
Blind. Pull the blind.
Oh, blind, yes. Quite sorry. Sorry about that.
Now is the night, Mr. Hannay.
Life. Back on, right. Have a drink, why don't you?
Oh, thank you. Oh. For you?
Yes, thanks.
Mr. Hannay.
How do you know my name?
I saw it in the lobby.
Oh. Right. Hello, there's the telephone.
Oh, don't answer it, please.
Why not?
Because I think it is for me. Please don't answer!
Listen. Am I allowed to know your name?
You don't want to know my name.
Don't I?
Schmidt.
Schmidt?
Annabella Schmidt.
So what's the story, Miss Annabella Schmidt?
Mr. Hannay,
Yeah?
may I be very impertinent for a moment and ask for something to eat?
Oh, but of course. Would you care for some haddock?
Haddock would be wunderbar, thank you.
Nothing like a spot of haddock. Now look here.
Yes?
I know it was you who fired that revolver in the theater. It wasn't a great show, but it wasn't that bad.
It was a diversion. There were 2 men in that theater trying to shoot me.
You should be more careful in choosing your gentlemen friends.
No jokes, Mr. Hannay, please.
Beautiful, mysterious woman pursued by gunmen. Sounds like a spy story.
That's exactly what it is. Only I prefer the word agent better.
Secret agent, I suppose? For which country?
I have no country.
Born in a balloon, eh?
Your English humor will not help, Mr. Hannay. These men will stop at nothing. And I am the only one who can stop them. And if they are not stopped, it is only a matter of days, perhaps hours, before the top secret and highly confidential information is out of the country.
Ever heard of a thing called persecution mania?
You don't believe me.
Frankly, I don't.
They are in the street at this moment, beneath your English lamppost. Take a look, why don't you? But be careful. Now do you believe me?
You win.
Mr. Hannay,
Yeah?
I'm going to tell you something which is not very healthy. It will mean either life or death. But if I tell you, then you are involved.
Involved?
Do you wish to be involved?
Tell me.
Very well. Have you ever heard of something called the 39 steps?
What's that, a pub?
Again, your English humor will not help. These men, they would just stop at nothing. Oh, if they have the secret information out of the country, we're all doomed.
What about the police?
Ha! The police! They would not believe me any more than you did, with their boots and their whistles. No, it is up to us, Mr. Hannay. I tell you, these men act quickly. You do not know their chief. I know him very well. He has a dozen names. He can look like 100 people. But one thing he cannot disguise. This part of his little finger is missing. So if you should ever come upon a man with no top joint there, be very careful, my friend.
I'll remember that.
Mr. Hannay.
Richard?
Richard.
Yes?
May I stay the night, please?
Of course. You can sleep in my bed.
Thank you.
I'll get a shakedown on the armchair.
As you wish. But one more thing.
Yes?
There is something I need. I need
Yes?
a map of Scotland.
Scotland.
Yes, there is a man who lives there who I must visit next if anything is to be done. An Englishman. He lives in a big house.
A big house?
Yes, at a place called Altnashlach.
I beg pardon?
Altnashlach.
Altnashlach.
Yes.
And the 39...
Just bring it to my room.
Certainly.
Good night, Richard.
Good night, Annabella.
Richard. Oh, Richard! Richard!
Annabella!
Oh, my dear Richard.
Look here, Annabella, you just breathe into my life like this and you get me all, you know, involved and, well, frankly, I...
Oh, Richard! I am so sorry! So very sorry! These men! They act quickly! They act quickly, I tell you! They move fast! Now, there is no turning back! Now shut up!
Shalach!
There is a man in Scotland, only a matter of days, perhaps hours, before the top secret and highly confidential information is out of the country. You must act quickly! Quickly!
Excuse me.
Blimey, mate! What you up to? I nearly died of fright.
Could you use a pound note, brother?
Pound note? A pound note? What's the catch?
I need your cap and coat.
Cap and coat? Cap and coat? What's the game? Spit it out.
I need you to make a getaway.
To a bunk?
Yes.
What you been up to?
Look, I'm going to have to trust you. There's been a murder committed on the first floor.
A murder? By who? By you?
Oh, no, not by me, by those two men over there.
I see. So now they're waiting good as gold for some coppers to come and arrest him, eh?
It's true, I tell you. The spies, foreigners, they've murdered a woman in my flat and now they're after me.
Ah, come off it. Funny jokes at 5 o'clock.
I'll tell you the truth. Listen, are you married?
Yes, but don't rub it in.
Well, I'm not.
Lucky you.
I'm a bachelor.
Yeah?
But I've been seeing this married woman.
Naughty!
Point is,
Yeah?
she was leading me on.
No.
It was all a setup.
Would you believe it?
You see those two men over there?
I do.
You want to know who they are?
Don't tell me.
One's her brother, the other's her husband.
Or blimey, mate. I wouldn't be in your shoes. Here, have my cap and coat. They're some ugly buggers, aren't they?
Yes.
Perfect.
I say, take a pound.
Pound? That's very kind of you.
Take two.
God bless you, Gov. Leave the pony around the corner. You'll do the same for me one day. Hang on. That's out of my coat. That's my money you just gave me. Oi! Get back here! Oi!
Morning, Mr. Hannay. Oh, how are you keeping? What a lovely morning it is this morning. It is this morning. Oh, and how about this here heat wave? I mean, I have seen nothing like it. All these people, they're just dropping off like flies.
They're much prettier than they were 20 years ago.
More free.
Free and easy.
Remember the old-fashioned sort?
All bones and no bends.
My wife! Oh, look at this now. It's our new Streamline model number 1.
Oh, glory to behold. Anything to go with it?
Let's see. Ooh, look at this little beauty.
Oh, now that's a sight for sore eyes.
You can say that again. The two wonders of the modern world.
Tell you what, bring them back when they're filled.
Get it?
Get it?
Oh, when they're filled.
When they're filled.
No, don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
Hey, that's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
Where are we now?
Halifax? Durham? Berg upon Tweed? Care for a biscuit?
Huh, much obliged.
There you go.
Yum.
Biscuit?
No, thank you.
Suit yourself? Here we are, Edinburgh Town.
That was quick.
What do we want to do o'clock in Windsor?
I'll get a paper.
I'll go to the laboratory.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Sorry.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Evening paper, latest news. Evening
paper, please.
Evening paper, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry.
Hello.
Hello.
Good Lord.
What is it?
Been a woman murdered in a fashionable West End flat.
All these sex dramas don't appeal to me. What one?
Well, one what?
The 2 o'clock at Windsor.
The 2 o'clock at Windsor, Bachelor Boy.
Good.
That's 7 to 4 on.
Not so good.
Anyway, where was we? Ah yes, stabbed in the back she was, Portland Manson's Portland Place.
By the BBC? That's the place to put someone to sleep! What was she like then? One of the usual?
35, well-dressed. Terrible.
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 Lieutenant Richard Hannay is missing.
You do surprise me.
Approximately 37, dark wavy hair, pencil mustache, brown eyes.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Might I have a look at your paper?
Certainly.
Thank you.
Well, I think I'll head off to the buffet. Finished?
Yes, thanks.
Fancy anything?
No, thank you.
Right you are.
Excuse me, Constable. Caught the West End murderer yet?
We'll catch him, don't you worry, sir.
That's the spirit.
See anything suspicious, you let us know.
Certainly will, Constable.
All aboard, next up, the Highlands! All aboard, let's be having ya! Keep your eyes peeled, won't you, sir?
Certainly will, Constable.
Don't forget, sir.
Certainly won't, Constable.
All aboard, next up, the Highlands!
Evening paper, latest news. Evening paper, latest
No,
news.
thank you, sir. All aboard, let's be having ya! See anything suspicious, you let me know, sir.
Certainly will, Constable.
All aboard, next up, the Highlands! Let's be having ya next up, the Highlands!
news.
All aboard!
Read all about it. Read all about it.
All aboard, next up, the Highlands! All aboard!
Is this the 941 already?
Platform 12!
Thank God.
All aboard, let's be having ya!
Evening paper, latest news.
All aboard!
Read all about it. Read all
The
about it.
Highlands!
Final edition.
All aboard!
Final edition.
All aboard!
Read all about it.
Oh, just get on with it!
Thank you! Oops.
Excuse me, sorry.
Sorry. Oops.
Excuse me, sorry.
Sorry, after you. Well, back from the buffet. Listen to this. The police are searching the train. Every compartment.
Every compartment?
Listen, here's a corker. There once was a man from Nantucket.
Excuse me.
Don't want to talk in shop, do you?
No, not at all, no.
On the run, you see.
From a ride!
Never go home.
We ride the rails and sell underwear.
That's all we do.
There once was a man from Nantucket. Grew a Venus flytrap in a bucket.
Sorry.
Well, he's in a rush. It's like we gotta go sell ourselves somewhere else.
Can't forget my cookies.
Oh, very good.
Excuse me, please. I'm so sorry to disturb you, but have you seen this man? His name is Richard Hannay.
Excuse me, please. Sorry to disturb you. Have you seen this man? His name is Richard Hannay.
Darling, how lovely to see you.
Someone having a free lunch in there. And a free pudding, too, I would wonder. Oh, man. That was a good one.
Listen, I'm so terribly sorry, but I had to do it. My name's Richard Hannay. I'm on the run from the police. They're after me for murder, but I swear I didn't do it. I've got to keep free for the next few days. The safety of this country depends upon it.
Excuse me, please. I'm so sorry to disturb the both of you, but have you seen this man?
This is the man you want, Inspector.
What? But we came by just now and saw you.
He buzzed in here and pushed himself upon me. His name is Richard Hannay. Is your name Richard Hannay?
Certainly not.
But this attractive, young lady, clearly stated. After Constable!
Right, sir.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Right there.
We're on Fourth Bridge, sir.
I can see that constable. Grab him, man.
Very good, sir. Can I help?
Not right now, miss.
I'll stand here then.
Good idea, miss.
Just a thought.
Yes, miss.
What about the communication cord?
Good idea, miss.
Shall I pull it?
Best if I do, miss.
Righto.
Pulling the communication cord now.
Communication cord.
I'll get you. Hurry up here. You must got him, constable. Grab him. Hey, Cordial.
The suspect from Richard at Hannay managed to jump from a train onto the Fourth Bridge just outside Edinburgh. Police pursued him onto the bridge, but he gave them the slip, swinging from girders with his bare hands. The suspect is approximately 37 and about 6'1". Although he's clearly dangerous, he is quite good looking actually, with dark, wavy hair, piercing brown eyes, and a very attractive pencil mustache. He does not know whether he survived the ordeal. Police had to call off the search in the gathering darkness.
Excuse me. Can I help ye?
Yes, I'm
Looking for work.
What kind of work?
I'm an itinerant laborer.
You'll find nothing in this vicinity.
Are there no big houses around here?
No big houses.
So what's that big house?
What big house?
That big house.
Oh, that's a big hoose.
Don't you mean that it's a big house?
No, it's a big hoose.
So whose house is that then?
Professor Jordan. Englishman.
An Englishman? It wouldn't happen to be called, Just give me a minute here. Rather large map. On the Schlach. Would it?
Aye, it would.
Thanks awfully, I'll be on my way there.
Your nay won't tonight.
Why not?
That's 14 miles. The other side of the lock.
Look, I'm sure I'll be fine if...
Margaret!
Hi.
You could stay here if you wanted.
Well, on second thoughts, that'd be very kind.
Could you eat the herring?
I could murder half a dozen right now.
Could you sleep in a box bed?
I could try.
2 and 6.
Done.
Margaret, see to the gentleman and be quick about it.
Aye.
Your daughter?
Me wife.
Well done.
Prepare the herring.
Aye.
I'll see to the goose.
Sorry.
I'll see to the goose. Moo.
Oh.
Will you come in?
Yes, thanks.
There's your bed.
Oh,
Could you sleep there, do you think?
I could sleep anywhere right about now.
Won't you sit down, please, whilst I busy myself with our supper?
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you. Do you have the paper, perchance?
My husband has the paper.
Ah, right. So, been in these parts long?
No, I'm from Glasgow.
Glasgow?
Do you ever see it?
No, I never did.
Oh, you should. You should see Sochi Hall Street on a Saturday night with all the cinema cars and the trams and the lights and the crowds. It's Saturday night tonight.
Well, I've never been to Glasgow, but I've been to Edinburgh and Montreal and London.
Oh, London!
I could tell you all about London at supper if you wanted.
You could.
Well, I can tell you now. What would you like to know?
Oh, is it true that all the ladies paint their toenails?
Some of them, yeah.
Oh, and wear rouge and lipstick on their faces?
They do, yes.
Oh, do London ladies look beautiful?
They wouldn't if you were beside them.
Oh, you ought not to say that.
Ought not to say what?
I was just telling your wife that I prefer living in the town or the country.
God made the country.
Certainly did.
Supper ready, woman?
Almost.
Well, hurry yourself.
Excuse me, could I have a look at your paper?
Suit yourself. You didn't tell me your name?
Oh, Hammond.
Mr. Hammond.
No, Hammond.
Here we are.
I'll say a blessing before we begin. I get the paper off the table.
Excuse me.
Oh, most mighty and unforgiving Father, sanctify these bounteous and undeserved mercies to us miserable sinners. Make us bow on bended knee. Make us truly thankful for all thy manifold blessings. Beat our gluttonous thoughts and lash our lustful desires as with a three-fourth flailing stick. Amen.
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 Ach! I forgot to lock the barn. I'll go lock it.
Right ye are. Wake up, sir. Mr. Oham Hammond. Wake up, please.
Oh, hello.
Oh, no. It's not that. It's the police.
The police!
You must go now while you still have a chance.
I might have known. Making love behind me back. Get out! And as for ye,
Not so fast, my friend.
I to bring shame and disgrace upon me house.
Look, you don't understand. She was only trying to help me. You really want to know? I'm on the run from the police.
Police!
They're after me for murder.
Murder!
I didn't do it.
It's the police!
Don't say I'm not here. I'll make it worth your while.
How much?
£5.
In cash?
Will you take a check?
Don't play funny with me!
Here.
I didn't trust him. Listen. He's double-crossing me. Quick, through the window. Oh, wait!
Oh, what?
Oh, not that window.
Which window?
The rear window. This one. He just... Oh, wait!
What?
Oh, your jacket! Your jacket.
My jacket?
It's awful light colored.
It's the latest Harris tweed.
Best take this one.
This is your husband's coat.
Aye, his Sunday best. So dark they'll never see you.
What's this?
His hymn book.
I can sing a hymn if I get frightened.
Oh, don't joke, I beg of ye.
What'll happen to you?
Oh, don't worry about me.
I wish I could take you away from all of this.
No, this is my home.
What's your name?
Margaret.
Goodbye, Margaret. I'll never forget you for this.
Oh, goodbye. It's the police! Open up! Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Hey, watch out, stop it! I'm sure I saw him! No, I'm senior officer. Senior officer, go first! No. Senior officer. No, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go first.
When you inform news flash, look at that. One of the connections is open person murder and told on the road near Lock. Police have warned he is almost certainly armed and dangerous. The evidence is description of the act. He is approximately 37 and about 6'1", with dark, wavy hair, piercing brown eyes, and of course, is very attractive. Something like that. Someone more is recommending him slightly more rugged, which makes him look even better looking than he did before. Hannay is currently on foot and seems not to be with rain. The police can assure listeners that closing in the special crimes is due to apprehension by foot, road, and by air.
There he is! Which direction's that then? North by northwest. North by northwest? Why, that's the direction of Professor Jordan's house. Professor Jordan's house? Why is he going there, I wonder? No idea. He's disappeared again? Oh no. There he is! Shoot, man, shoot! Missed him! Blast all this impenetrable Scottish myth! Wait a minute. Oh my god! What? We're too close to the power lines! What? Change direction! Change direction! I can't! We're going to...
I'm looking for the professor, Professor Jordan.
Oh, I'm the professor's wife, Louisa Jordan.
I beg pardon, Mrs. Jordan, but I need to see the professor. It's really quite important.
May I know your name?
Hammond. I'm a friend of Miss Annabella Schmidt.
Oh, Miss Annabella Schmidt.
Yes.
Please come.
Oh, thanks. Lovely house.
We like it. We're just having a few friends over to celebrate my daughter Hillary's birthday. Some well-to-do acquaintances of my husband, including the sheriff of the county.
Oh.
Shall we pop into the party? On second thought, I'll fetch him for you.
Mr. Hammond!
Oh,
So sorry to have kept you.
it's quite all right.
So you're from Annabella Schmidt?
I am, yes.
Do you have any news?
She's been murdered.
Murdered! Oh dear, yes, of course. The Portland Mansions affair. Quite dreadful. And now the police are after you, I suppose.
They are, rather.
Well, I wouldn't worry about them. I'd put them off your scent. They should be far away by now.
Thanks awfully.
Not at all, old chap.
I didn't do it.
Well, of course you didn't do it, Mr. Hannay. I suppose it's safe to call you by your real name now?
Quite safe, I suppose.
Jolly good. But tell me, why did you come all the way to Scotland to tell me about it?
I believe Annabella Schmidt had access to some kind of secret, top secret, air ministry secret, and she was killed by a foreign agent who was interested too.
Well, I'm glad you came to tell me. And risking your life into the bargain, however, may I thank you?
Really, it's quite all right, but the thing is, she was on the track of some kind of organization called...
Yes, go on.
The 39 Steps.
Let me get this quite clear. I'm sorry, you must be exhausted. Do have seats.
Thank you.
Better?
Oh, much.
So did she get a chance to tell you what this foreign agent looked like?
There wasn't enough time, but she did mention one thing. Part of his little finger was missing.
Which little finger?
This one, I think.
Are you sure it wasn't this one?
No, I'm fairly sure it was this one, actually. I think... Oh!
It seems I've led you down the garden path, Mr. Hannay. Or is it up? I can never remember.
Seems to be the wrong garden, all right.
I'm afraid it does, Mr. Hannay. You see, you've placed me in a very difficult position. I live here as a respectable citizen. My very best friend is the sheriff of the county. I mean, there's my wife and daughter to think of. And what makes it doubly important that I simply can't let you leave tonight as well. I'm about to convey some very vital information out of the country. Oh yes, I got it all right. It seems poor Annabella Schmidt would have been far too late. So it seems there's only one thing left to do, Mr. Hannay.
I'll be serving lunch directly, dear. Will Mr. Hammond be staying?
I don't think so, dear. Unless, of course, well, you decide to join us.
On lunch?
Very good, Mr. Hannay. You see, you're just the kind of man we need. Cold, sharp, intelligent, ruthless. When the war comes, these will be the exact qualities we're looking for.
War?
Oh yes, we shall have quite a time of it, Mr. Hannay.
What if I don't believe in those qualities?
What other qualities are there?
Well, human qualities.
Human qualities? What human qualities?
Loyalty. Selflessness. Sacrifice. Love.
Love, Mr. Hannay? When have you ever loved anyone? It's not in your nature, is it, old sport? No heart to love. Sad, isn't it? No one to care for. No one to love. No home to go to. Well, there is, you see, there is our home.
Our home?
Yes, Mr. Hannay, the only place you will truly ever belong. We will love you, Mr. Hannay, and in return, well, you will love us, the master race, on our unstoppable march commanded eternally by destiny itself. Well, what do you say, Mr. Hannay? Will you join us?
Well, all right, Professor, if you think I'm suitable material.
Oh, I do. How unutterably splendid. Oh, I will tell Mrs. Jordan at once.
But there's just one thing.
Of course, anything.
One little question
Ask away.
before I sign on.
Absolutely, mein Liebling.
What exactly
yes,
is
yes.
the 49 steps?
The 39 steps, the 39 steps, as I say to myself, is mine own brilliant idea. The very soul of the enterprise, the very... Oh, but wait a minute. Wait just a minute, Mr. Hannay. Oh, you think you can pull the fool? You think you can join us and then...
Master Ace, I despise you!
Ah, you're just as bad as she was. Annabella Schmidt with all her outmoded sentimental notions, her high-minded democratic vicious posing shies and drizzle. I thought for a second, Mr. Hannay, but no. You pathetic pusillanimous, petty-minded...
Oh, bugger!
The 39 steps, Mr. Hannay, I will tell you, you will never, ever know.